In today's video, I'm going to be creating some really simple but cute home decor DIYs using these fairy garden figurines from the Dollar Tree. I absolutely love little fairy gardens, and all of these came from the Dollar Tree, but I have a few that was gifted to me, and these are from Dollar General, and they are only $1. They had some cute ones that was shared with me as well, but today I'm going to be using all of the ones that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Now they also have the cute little fairy houses, and I actually style outside of my home, like by my front door, during this season with the little fairy garden projects. So I wanted to create some that you can also style in your home. For the first one, these were so cute. I believe this is my first year seeing these cute little chairs that have the little backs to them. These are absolutely adorable. And I pulled out this set of these little fairies, and I'm going to be having one of them sit in a chair. As you can see, the way they're styled, the way they're designed, you can prop them up on one of these chairs. Now I have this jar, and you can just pick up a jar from the Dollar Tree, and what I'm going to be doing is creating a cute little fairy jar. Now what I'm going to do first is open this bag of these white stones from the Dollar Tree and just pour in a small amount. And then I'm going to add right on top of that some moss, and I got this moss bag here from the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just going to place some of that right on top of the stones. And then what I'm going to do is use my scissors just to push everything down, because that is what was handy. After that, I do have some fairy lights that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and they are battery operated, and I already added in the 2 batteries. And what I'm going to do is just string the fairy lights down inside of the jar and sort of just push those down and give them placements. I also want to share with you that today my friend May from Craft Away with May is joining me in bringing you some more inspiration using these fairy garden figurines, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that shortly. Now what I'm going to do is add some glue to the bottom of the fairy that's in a position of sitting, and just add her onto the chair so she won't move. And I'm going to place that chair with the fairy in it right inside. The other fairy, I love how she have like her leg propped up. I thought that was so cute. And these were 2 in a pack, so those fairies came together. I wanted to add in a little floral piece. Now you can use real plants and make this like a terrarium, but I'm just going to add this artificial piece of floral that I picked up from the Dollar Tree right in the inside. And then I'm going to be placing the lid of the jar right on top. I'm just making sure that I have my little floral in position the way I like it, and once I get that position, then I'm going to go ahead and add the lid, making sure that I have all of the lights in the inside, and the battery pack, I'll just make sure it's styled in the back of the jar. Now with that other fairy that I thought was so cute with his leg propped up, I'm just going to add some hot glue to the bottom of that fairy, because she is in a sitting position as well, and I'm just going to sit her right on the top of the jar. And I absolutely love this. I think this would be really cute for a girl's room as a little night light. I have it where my plants is, like sitting amongst a garden of plants, and I'm telling you, this is so adorable. And as I mentioned, my sweet friend May from Craft Away with May was so nice to join me in bringing you some more inspiration using fairy garden figurines. So after watching this video, make sure you check the description box below for the link to her channel so that you can check her video out. And please tell my sweet friend that I said hello. And if you are coming over from her channel, thank you so much. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy today's video. So now for the next DIY, I have a bunch of little fairy figurines here. I absolutely love these chairs. So I'm just going to be pulling out some of the ones that I'm possibly going to be using in this next project. They have the little people. I really love these little fairy garden figurines. I can just go on and just create and create using these because I think they are just so cute. And I love to walk past people gardens and seeing their little setups in them. I'm telling you, they are just so adorable. Now, you can these wood slices from the Dollar Tree. They have the wood slices, and then they have the ones with the hole for the ornaments. I'm going to use the one with the hole because it matched the chairs of the little pieces that I have better than the other ones. And so I have this large slice. I believe I got this maybe from Hobby Lobby or Ross. I usually just use these and pick them up from anywhere. They're just a few bucks. And as you can see, I have one of those little studs, those little stoops, those little sticks, whatever we're going to call them. And you get that bag from the Dollar Tree as well. I use that to create my little table. And so now my little table match my chairs because I am going to create a little candle holder with a little scenery. And so I'm just going to add the hot glue to the bottom of that wood piece. And I'm going to find placement for my two chairs. And that is actually where the candle is going to be sitting. And so what I'm going to do is glue everything down using some hot glue. So I'm gluing down my chairs after I, figure out the placements. And I just thought this was cute. This is the cutest candle holder. I love the little scenery. And it's just some little cute ways that you can use these little fairy garden figurines. You always see them in the Dollar Tree. They're usually on the end cap. And it's like, what I'm going to do with them? You can grab some and just create some really simple, cute, fun decor for this time of the season. So now I'm just placing my little welcome sign down, mimicking this like a little household. And so there's a little baby that I found in one of those packs. And I'm just finding placement of the little baby and the lady. And then I'm going to add the hot glue to the bottom, as you can see, and just find the placement for those. Now, I did want to bring in some florals. So I believe from the Dollar Tree, I got these little small flower pots. There were 3 in a pot, in a pack, I believe I did pick those up from the Dollar Tree like last year. So I'm just taking one and I'm going to take a piece of that floral and glue that right down so that I can add a little touch of decor inside of this little home scenery. And then after I get that complete, I am going to be using one of these cute little candles and smell really good. I picked these up from the Dollar Tree as well. And that is it. And I just thought this was so adorable. The little welcome sign, the little baby waiting to greet you. Absolutely adorable. Now for this DIY, I have one of these floating shelves from the Dollar Tree, and I thought it would be great to just make one unit out of a shelf so you can just hang it on the wall. And I'm going to be pulling out some more of the little fairy garden figurines, but I'm going to be pulling out the ones that have mushrooms in them. At first I was going to go with a different theme, but I pulled out all of the ones that had mushrooms, even the little houses. And so I'm just going to start placing them on the shelf, and I'm going to secure them down using hot glue. And I thought this was a cute scenery. I absolutely love the little mushroom decor, so I thought this was going to turn out really cute. And so I have this little log piece here with the people sitting on it, and then I love this little mushroom seesaw figurine. It is so cute, and all of the cute little things that had like mushrooms incorporated, and there was some that had some single mushrooms in the pack as well, and I'm just going to be placing them around, just adding a little touch here and there. And then I did have this last one where the gnome is sitting on the snail. But I decided after I wanted to clutter these things, but adding that one would just been too much. So I end up not securing that one down. And so what I'm going to do now is just take some moss and just kind of tack some moss down here and there to give it that garden look. And I did, when I styled this, I end up styling it with one of the little LED tea candles on there, just so if I wanted to kind of set the mood when it's dark, it turned out really cute. But you can go with any theme. You can do the fairies. I just thought adding them to this floating shelves just gave you one piece and you can hang it, and it turned out so cute. I absolutely love this little village, this little mushroom village. That's what we're gonna call it. Now for this DIY, I just brought in one of my plants that I planted in this planter that I also got from the Dollar Tree, but I just planted one to the side and I left all of that other space. This is a plant that's going to be sitting right outside of my front door. Now I'm going to take some of this moss from the Dollar Tree and just add it right on top of the dirt. Now you can do one of these sceneries for your house plants, which I'm sure that I'm going to do, but I decided to do this one for the front door since I'm going to be having another little fairy garden actually next to the to this plant in like a space that I have that I'm working on. And so I pulled out some items I'm going to use, and I love this cute little door, and so I'm going to place that in the back. And I'm going to be putting some stones in here to kind of keep them in place. And I love this little walkway, and so I'm just going to place that right in front of the door. And then I have the little fairy garden sign that I thought was so cute. I'm just going to find placement for that. And then I'm going to have this chair, and I'm going to place it right by the walkway, and then glue my little fairy right on the top of the chair. And I love that she's like cuddling. I believe that's a little bunny rabbit she's cuddling. And I'm just going to place that right on the chair and secure it. Now I am going to add in some of those white stones from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to add those in for some extra decor, but also to keep things a little bit in place. So I'm going to be placing them like behind and around those items, just for like if a little wind come or anything, that it sort of keeps them from falling over. But they're kind of sturdy sitting on top of the dirt. I just want to make sure that they have a little extra security. Now what I'm going to do next is bring in a solar light. So I love these cute little solar lights here, and I'm just going to remove the paper from this, and then I'm just going to stake this right kind of behind the flower. I just gotta find like a secure placement of it first. I kind of moved it around here and there until I felt it was secure, and then that is it for this. I set it outside so that it can activate, and then here is how it looked. Now this is absolutely adorable, and I am definitely going to be creating one of these for my house plants in the inside. I also thought it was cute to grab one of these lanterns from the Dollar Tree out of the plus section, and these are $3, just to create a cute little simple fairy lantern. Now I'm going to take the remaining of those florals off of the stems that I had been using throughout this video, and I'm just going to cut these down and just hot glue them to the top of the lantern, just to kind of give it a nice spring summer look, just kind of brighten it up. And I'm just going to be layering. I can't speak today. Layering. Oh, that sounds so strange. I feel like I'm not saying it right. But what I'm going to be doing is hot gluing these pieces right on top of one another until I feel like I like the desired look. I don't know what's going on today, But anyway, I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say. It just sounded weird. So now I have the pieces that I'm going to be using. And I thought this cute little table was so cute. And I have another one of those cute little fairies. And all I'm going to do is hot glue these pieces down to the inside. Now the little table is going to be what's going to hold the little LED candle. And I have another one of those cute little fairy ladies coloring the bunny, I believe. And yes, this just turned out really cute. It's just something really simple, but it's another way you can create a little fairy garden. And just as a friendly reminder, I am being joined by my sweet friend May from Craft Away with May today. So don't forget to check the description box below for a link to her channel so you can just be a click away from some more inspiration. After I added my little tea light, that was it, and I absolutely love this. I know this is simple, but it's so cute and it's perfect for this time of the year. So this one is really simple. You always see these in the Dollar Tree, and I think they're so cute. And I have one of those little logs out of the pack from the Dollar Tree, and the fairy that have her leg propped up. I'm just going to glue her down sitting on the log, and then what I'm going to do is just hot glue that log right down into the base of this little warmer. I'm having her like tucked away. I just thought this was so cute. I am going to go in with some more of that moss and add it right in the inside at the bottom, and that's really it for this. I'm going to add another one of those Dollar Tree candles right to the top, and this is so simple, but it is so cute. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. If so, please let me know in the comment section below which one of these were your favorite. And remember, I am teaming up with my friend May today to bring you some fairy garden figurine inspiration. So don't forget, after watching this video, check the description box below for a link to her channel. And until next time, my sweet friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.